100% Chelsea. Time for another episode of my player ratings. I don't know what to say anymore. We started well, finished terribly, like Southampton. I don't know what to change at the minute. Obviously, you can see my actual match review for that, but this is just for the player ratings. Asma Begovic obviously played well. Still issues in front of him. I'm going to give him 4 out of 5. I thought he played okay today. Azpilicueta, I think as soon as he came off, the game completely changed. I'm going to give him 3.5 out of 5. I think he was very, very good today. Unfortunately, obviously, if you change something, then it's all going to, stuff changes. And, the game didn't go in our favour. Going to 3 at the back was probably not the best and most wise of moves. JT, his legs are caught up with him. I know I keep saying it, but I'm going to give him a 3 out of 5. Even if he was putting his body line, getting the ball away, he was still struggling, and something needs to change. I know his legs caught up with him, but we're in a stage transition now, so eventually he will go. I'm not saying right now get JT out. I think he's still a class defender, but there comes a time when you just step back and say, look, I'm not up to it anymore. I can't do it. So 3 out of 5 for John Terry. Gary Cahill. When it came to powering forward, he played well, but in terms of defence, I thought he could have done a little bit better. I'm going to give him 3 out of 5 again. He's fairly average. Now, for our starting right back, Kurt Zouma, even though he is a class defender, he's a class centre half. He is not a right back. He kept, getting sucked into the middle. There was problems down the flank, and when it came to bombing forward, he always got caught. He's a centre back, not a right back, and it's at times like that. This is why I'm saying we keep saying it. Azpilicueta on the right-hand side, Bubba Ram on the left, and I think that's better for all of us. Moving on to holding midfield, Mikel, 2 out of 5. Absolutely shocking today. This is me being nice. I mean, if you did this out of 10, it'd be 40%. I mean, what is going on? 4 out of 10? No. It was a 2 out of 5 performance. He kept giving the ball away. He was struggling with it all. And, he kept getting caught, and that is a massive, massive, massive issue. Ramirez, he played okay today, 3.5 out of 5. I think he was running, collecting the ball, doing what he needed to do, but he got caught as well. We just need another Matic-esque player for the middle of the park when Matic isn't performing, which would be what we would need. Hazard, like we were saying, I think he comes out in big games. I'm going to give him 4 out of 5 for that performance, which he had. I don't know why he came off. I don't know whether he was injured or something happened. But overall, I'm going to give him a 4 out of 5. I thought he performed pretty well today. Oscar, he played okay in the first half. Where we started, like I'm saying, we started well and then we slowed down. The whole team just slowed down. So Oscar, 3 out of 5. I think this is all. It's rooting to the problem of us slowing down. And when he did get the ball and we hit on the counter, he would lose it again. Or he'd go for a more elaborate pass. And if it was 2-on-2 like it was earlier and you had Costa running down the middle, Ramirez, whoever it was, and he just hit it across and they ran with it, then, that probably would have worked. But the fact he waited and waited and waited and waited for support, which is what we seem to keep doing, which is not helping us. So, yeah, 3.5 out of 5. I don't think he performed as well as he could have done. Now, Willian, all season, consistent, the most consistent Chelsea player, 4.5 out of 5. I thought he played well today. Yet again, he was having to almost do all the work on his own. So what Hazard was doing last season, where he was taking on whole teams, and he had the support of other players. Willian is doing what Hazard was doing last season, but he does not have the support. He needs more support, and he's trying to take on whole teams again. His set pieces, brilliant. I didn't see anything wrong with them other than getting the finished product out of the people in the box. I don't know what's going on. Diego Costa, 3.5 out of 5. He plays well, but he doesn't get the finished product. And as soon as he starts getting the finished product again, I think we will no longer be having as bigger issues as we had before. Now, looking at the substitutes that came on, Kennedy, 4.5 out of 5. Every time I've seen him play, he puts a lot of heart into the game. I think he feels he has something to prove, which is what every single player on that pitch should be. You don't have a God-given right to be on that pitch. Kennedy, 4.5 out of 5, along with Willian. I thought he played excellently today when he was skilling people up, was running through, trying to create something. He works so hard. Another substitute, Radamel Falcao, 3 out of 5, nothing from him today. In fact, you know what? Not 3 out of 5, 2 out of 5. Radamel Falcao did not do a single thing. he was being out-jumped by players when supposedly the biggest part of his game is heading. He was not in the right positions. I'm going to give him 2 out of 5. I thought he was shocking today. Final substitution, Cesc Fabregas. I think maybe him not starting may have been good for him. I think when he came on, he started trying to create things. He was doing those long balls he was doing at the beginning of last season. It was a sense of nostalgia. But again, he's not being helped. He wasn't getting the final product. So I'm going to give Fabregas a 3.5 out of 5. I thought, well, for what he did, from his perspective, I mean, what getting the finished product was not down to him. It was him who was creating it. He put good balls in. No one was chasing them up. I'm going to give him 3.5 out of 5. I thought he played well today. So that has been your player ratings from me. Leave your comments down in the description if you agree with me, whether or not. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to 100% Chelsea. All social media links are down in the description. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and we've also just started a Snapchat account under CFC 100%.
I'm still sticking behind Jose. Once again, even the fans are still sticking behind Jose, you know, and I just want to see us stick behind him, because for me,